Do you think going to the gym every day gets you in better shape? Well, it's a lie because it doesn't. And I know this because I got in better shape after I started spending less time in the gym, and so did Daniel, but more about him later. In this video, I'll show you why going to the gym every day isn't going to get you in shape, and I'll also show you how you can get in better shape by spending less time in the gym. Now, the reason that going to the gym every day isn't going to get you in better shape is because there's two things that you can be doing in the gym. You can either exercise or you can train. Now, as soon as I said the word train, some of you may have just visualized a roided out bodybuilder with big, oversized muscles pretty much, and bright red skin. But that couldn't be further from the truth. And I know that because Daniel, who's just a normal guy, gained 11 pounds in 3 months without spending all day in the gym or relying on supplements, if you know what I mean. And Daniel had a full-time job, so he didn't have as much time to spend in the gym every day, yet he got in the best shape of his life. And all he did is that he stopped exercising and he started training. Now, really quickly, I'm gonna go over the difference between the two. So when you go to the gym to exercise, you just wanna get a sweat going, you wanna get a little bit of movement in, feel good, listen to some music, maybe listen to a podcast, and then you leave. But you don't really have a goal when you're in there. And the biggest sign that you're exercising instead of training is when someone asks you what your goal is when you're in the gym, you don't actually have an answer. If you don't have an answer for what your goal is in the gym, then you are not training, you are just exercising. And the goal can't be something basic like losing weight or gaining weight or, oh, I want to get my New Year's resolutions in. That's not a goal. Everybody wants to be in shape. You've got to give me a more solid, defined answer. When you train, you have a goal and a plan. And when you have those two things, you can get into great shape in less time. Now, before I show you exactly how to get into great shape by spending less time in the gym, I need to set some things straight. If you want to spend the maximum amount of time in the gym because you want to step up on stage and pose whilst being damn near fucking naked in front of a bunch of people, then this video and this channel is not for you, because everybody that I work with doesn't have all day to spend in the gym but still wants to look good. Now, if you want to look good in clothes and you want to look good on the beach, but you don't want your entire life to be dedicated to the gym, here's what to do. Step 1, figure out how much time you've got to spend in the gym. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to assume the worst case scenario, which is you've only got 2 hours per week. There's 3 ways that you can split this up. You can do 2 sessions per week, each lasting for an hour. You could do 4 sessions per week, each lasting for 30 minutes. Or you could do 3 sessions per week with 2 of them lasting 30 minutes and the other one lasting an hour. Those are the only 3 ways I recommend going about it, because for most people, I don't recommend anything less than 2 times per week and not anything more than 4 times per week. Step 2, have a workout program that has time-efficient exercises. If you've only got 30 minutes to spend in the gym and it takes you 20 minutes to just set up an exercise and start doing it, then you're fucked. And now this automatically, obviously, eliminates a few exercises like the conventional deadlift. It's really easy to get decently strong at the conventional deadlift. I mean, you do it for like 2 weeks, you could probably deadlift 225 pounds. Now, setting up to 225 pounds on a bar is tough. And by the time you're finished setting it up, you're gonna be a little tired, so you're gonna have to rest. We don't wanna do that. Now, what we wanna do is pick exercises where ideally we just warm up, which takes us like a minute or so, and then we go into the exercise. Now, just before I give you the biggest hack to get in shape by spending less time in the gym, we've got to make sure that the time that you're already spending in the gym is spent progressing. Because step 3 is adding weights/reps. Now, when I was going to the gym damn near every day, I was struggling to make progress in the gym, and this sucked for 2 reasons. A, because I was spending so much time in the gym, I was expecting to see results, and when I didn't see results, I felt, obviously, very disappointed. And that sucked, because I was like, bro, I'm like giving up my personal life, I'm giving up like these hangouts with friends to go to the gym. At the very least, I've got to get in good shape, and I wasn't seeing changes in my body. And the second reason that sucked so much is because I was spending every day in the gym, I was having difficulty recovering. Even as a young person such as myself, if I go to the gym at like 9 p.m. and I come out at 11 p.m., I'm not going to bed until 1. I've got to be up at like 6, 7 at the latest for work. And I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm sore throughout the day, and I'm not making progress. So it's just a terrible situation to be in. If only I was smart enough to reduce my gym time and focus the little time that I had in the gym on progressing on a few key lifts, I would have A, been in better shape, and B, I would have actually had a life. Now, the biggest hack to spend less time in the gym and get in better shape is to make more of the time that you already spend in there by leaving less in the tank. This simply means train harder. When you feel that burning sensation and that discomfort during your last few reps, don't just drop the weight. When you're underneath that bar and you're breathing heavy and you're feeling uncomfortable, don't just stop. Do another rep, do another 2 reps. And I always say this, but the feeling of discomfort will fade, but your progress can be taken with you everywhere you go. When you go to a family barbecue and you look good in you look jacked in that polo shirt, nobody's thinking, oh my God, he must put himself through so much discomfort. Nobody's thinking that. They're just thinking, holy shit, that guy's jacked at like 30, 40 years old. What does he do? When you're on the beach and you're looking good in that bikini, nobody's thinking, oh my God, her life must suck. She must work so hard to look good. Nobody's thinking that. All they're thinking is, damn, she looks good in that bikini.